my first day of school, I got knocked out. It's the only time I've ever been knocked out.
Fuck yeah, come on, Skid.
First day.
First day, first hour, first hours.
First hour.
Tell us that story.
Even before classes began, they let us around to play for a bit. Get this, football. Wasn't even playing the football.
Football to the side of the head.
No, straight to the face.
Fuck.
Yeah. I don't remember much apart from like weird Nancy looking guy standing over me. I thought I was on fucking Epstein's Island or something. much too old for that. I was in year 7. So. But no, I just remember just getting lifted up by the two DT teachers. They were sound. But the only other time I sort of passed out in school was an assembly. It was fucking boiling, and you had to wear your blazer, and I just fucking passed out. And I just remembered coming round, I was getting fireman carried by the maths teacher. She was hench.
Fucking what a beast! Like.
Yeah, fucking right. I got taken to the nurse's office. Do you know what I got prescribed?
Wow.
Fucking sugar biscuit.
Yes.
And a damp blue towel.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you got AIDS. Yeah, there's no towel.
We got one of these little swirly biscuits right here for you.
Oh, I remember those swirly biscuits. They were fucking class.
They were beasts.
Oh, yeah, the way they just crumble, man. They don't make biscuits like that anymore. They probably do, but...
No, they can't legally make what they served us in school anymore.
No, fuck no.
Jamie Oliver.
Margarine biscuit.
Yeah, fucking Jamie Oliver put an end to it.
Yeah, fucking dickhead.
You can still buy Viennese Wheels, mind. You know that them biscuits you buy them in Marks and Spencer.
Yeah, but the only way you can get a true experience is to have it with a carton of milk with a blue straw in, and you got to queue up for it until the milk is warm as fuck.
Queue up for it and then sit and have a pedo watching you while you're eating it.
Yeah. He's making eye contact with you as he's eating a fucking banana.
Hey, I tell you what that was. Get out. DT.
Oh, yeah, shit, I remember. You remember when the 9/11 war kicked off? You know, when they finally invaded Iraq?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, I didn't, but I protested it because everyone else was. And like, I was the only one from my class who went out, and I was fucking turned into a hippie for about all of 15 minutes until the teacher told me to get the fuck back to class. And me being a good old boy, I went to class and he fucking gave me a row. And then he left the room. And you know his little fucking teacher's pet we used to call him? That grey-haired guy, old guy who used to stay in the back closet.
Yeah.
He come out and give me a row.
Whoa. What authority does he think he has? A teacher's assistant?
Yeah. I bet it doesn't have a PGCSE or whatever the fuck it's called.
PGCE.
I got a PGCSE.
PGCSE, like. Fucking talking about protests, I was part of a protest in my primary school. So we had builders working on the roof at the time, and they were like, oh, you can't go out to play today. You can't go out for playtime. And we lived for going to that giant asphalt fucking concrete yard. Well, I don't know. I didn't play any sports or run around or anything. I played Beyblade in the drains, but fucking...
Oh, I used to get really warm those grounds did as well, didn't I?
Fuck. I used to... Talking about Beyblade, this has just unlocked a childhood memory. Everyone had the plastic UK legal Beyblades, yeah?
You were the metal ones, didn't you?
Fucking on holiday in Spain. These giant Beyblades for fucking €3 each. I bought them, and they just had like a steel...
back end.
Yeah. They had a fucking steel center to them, so the inertia and the fucking weight of them, it would just obliterate everyone else's toys. King of
just
Beyblade.
like rip the enamel off your parents' bathtub, like.
The sink did get a cane in.
Your dad, like, out in the bath, he scratched all his ass up. The fuck's this?
He's there sitting in the bath. He's like, let it rip, motherfucker.
Oh, man, I do miss school. They've ripped the school down now when I went to. It's gone.
Fucking hell.
They built flats there.
Let me carry on with my fucking protest story.
Oh, yeah, shit, the protest.
They were doing the roofs there. And this was my first foray into politics, I reckon.
Straight to fascism.
Yeah, definitely. So we weren't allowed to go out to play. And it's like, this is bullshit. This is utter bullshit. And then they let us out. And we were only out there for 5 minutes while the roofers were on lunch because clearly we kicked off enough. We get out there. I fucking load up my Beyblade, about to fucking annihilate some cunt with a fucking... Anyway. And as soon as we're out there, they're like, right, come back in. Playtime's over. And it's like, this is bullshit. This is a fucking travesty. So it's like, what if we all just sit down? What if we don't just line up? What if we all sit down and fucking have our playtime. And
Shit.
we did that, and all the teachers were up there, and I had this young boy, Stuart, on my shoulders, and we just protested and had our fucking playtime. And yeah, there wasn't much more of it. I think they sent letters home to all our parents, and my mother read it, and it's like, oh, it looks like Dylan was part of a military coup.
Fucking dirty protest, like you shit your pants.
We all had that one kid that shit themselves in school, though, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
And
Yeah.
the one kid that never shit himself, but always stunk of shit.
Oh, they were always
Yeah.
the smellies.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Whenever I needed a shit in school, like my public toilet fear was so bad, man.
Oh, dude,
I had to-
everyone. Oh,
I had to go to a nurse and fake an illness, and she'd keep me there for hours. I'd be sweating. I was like, fucking
sweats, big old
back, and my knees would be sweating. Fucking sweating on my forehead. She's like, "Ooh, you don't look well." When I go to my mother fucking useless at picking up the phone. Trying to explain it's only a mile down the road, like a walk home, but she's like, "No, you don't look really, you look really unwell." I'm like, "Yeah, of course I'm unwell. I'm only in a shit for 6 hours." Back, and then we just, I don't know, I guess RCT Council thought, yeah, it's only the boys' school, it's only the dirty prots. Just take away the nurse.
We didn't have a nurse. We had a nurse's room that fucking all the goths, me and all the goths used to hang out in, so we didn't get bullied on lunchtime. Just
That is
play.
a pretty goth place, man.
Yeah, and we used to steal things from there and take them home.
The only place, like, if your school had a morgue, that'd be like the only place more gothy than a doctor's office.
Oh man, we used to sit. Yeah, and she was like, I don't know what she was. She'd only come in like once a month, I think, to speak to young girls about how their bodies were changing. She was called Sister Barras. So I think she was something to do with, I don't know, some religion or something, talking to young girls. But we immediately started calling her Sister Badass. And
Yes. Sister Badass again. Talk about
Oh,
your
but-
menstrual flow.
we probably stole hundreds of pounds of fucking medical equipment. Jake,
Just name dropping. Like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
you know
his
those
last-
crimes we committed, right? This guy Jake from like Aberama.
he stole the sign, and I hope to God that he still got the sign that says Sister Badass, you know? You got to look back at some things from school and smile.
Oh yes. Year 7 story here. My mother, I don't know why, she's convinced I was born in I just call it 1991. She's convinced I was born in 1991. She thinks it's some kind of fucking conspiracy or something. Whereas I was born in 1990. It's corroborated between my brothers, my entire family knows I was born in 1990 on my birth certificate, but they were checking over for my BCG jab. You guys know that?
Yeah.
You remember that? Fuck, that was an experience. So I was there, and they were like, "Hold on, you're too young to be in this school." So, the consent form, my mother signed my date of birth, 1991. I was like, "What the fuck? No, it's 1990, I promise." And they were trying to get hold of her for hours, man. And so I was just getting ready to go back to year 6. Like, shit. I was like, "Fuck. Like, how am I going to deal with this?" So, they eventually got hold of her, and,
She said, no, 1991. I
Oh, yeah, no, she was. She did say, I swear to God, she said, no, it's 1991.
What the
And they were
fuck?
like, they were like, well, he's too old to be in this school. And I think her attitude was like, well, fuck it. If he's too old, send him back.
What was it? She
But
got-
it got sorted out, though. I think my sister was like, look, he's born in 1990. His fucking birth certificate says 1990.
Fucking hell.
Values women, man. It's the fucking asbestos. Like, all the men got killed off, but with the women, they just kill their brains a bit.
They have mental problems and birth defects. They must have been exposed to Agent Orange or something, because how the hell did we grow?
White lightning.
White lightning.
Oh, white days.
White
White.
Storm. White Storm was my one.
You know if cider comes in like a blue bottle and it's got
Oh.
white in the title or lightning?
Yeah.
Stay the fuck away, man. That's
Or
like
in a green bottle and it's got fucking 3 hammers on it. You stay away from that.
Yeah.
You run.
Shit.
Or you get a little glass bottle that's different colours, different colour bottles, and it's got MD 2020 in the title, don't touch.
Oh yeah. Shit. Fight juice.
Fucking tonic wine.
Proper fight squash,
Yeah. We got Mad Dog 2020 in Scotland and got Buckfast. That's the stuff you stay away from.
Oof.
Shit. I had Buckfast now Christmas Day. It was pang.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Shit, it's no, do I have fizz buzz? No, what's it called? Orange?
Bucks Fizz you were on about, man. You
Fizz buzz.
were confused like the lowest
Orange
class drink
juice,
in the world.
champagne for tonic.
Fucking
Wine.
hell.
Fuck you, I got a house and bougie now.
Where do you live, bud? Fucking hell, you've changed, man. You don't even know what Buckfast is.
No, fuck you don't know what fizz buzz is.
I know what it's called Bucks Fizz, you fucking animal.
No, fizz buzz is when you put a cat off
I love it.
arsehole, man.
Dropping bombs of speed in your orange juice. Oh, I love a bit of fizz buzz, I do.
Nice fizz buzz, boys.
I love it.
Oh,
It
be a man.
makes my
I'm
lips
only 8 years old.
makes my lips feel funny and it tastes like batteries.
Tastes like salty pennies. Get in the new.
I love it.
You guys experiment with the way you looked. I mean, in school, especially secondary school, you go through that whole period of trying to find out who you are.
I immediately found
my identity's still a fucking mystery.
I immediately found out that I was a weird idiot. Just oh man, I went through it all in
fuck.
school.
Yeah, but I came across a picture of Sonny Moore from first to last, and I was like, "Fuck, I want to be that guy." So I grew my hair or not. You know, like as soon as I grew my hair, I had a fringe, wore fucking tight jeans and shit like that, man. Oh my god, the interest from girls skyrocketed. Didn't know what to do with them though. Fucking spurgy as fuck, but the attention was there.
Oh, see, I had the fucking fringe. Well, I don't know. I had the fringe for it was
About
difficult.
2 weeks. Until it receded.
Till it receded. I started going bald in school.
And then it was just comb over, but like vertically.
The Dan McNeil special.
I know, Dan, if you listen to this, give it up, but fuck.
Oh man.
Leave it go, man. You're bald. You're bald.
It's the most committed comb over in the world.
I know. He's growing his hair.
And this is fucking well.
How can you grow your hair but simultaneously lose your hair?
The thing is, I said to
Was
him,
it Schlongbringer? What's that guy? What's that fucking cat guy?
Schrodinger.
What's the cat guy? Schlongbringer?
Schrodinger. Yeah.
I've only ever read the word. I've never read it aloud.
you've never said
Never said it.
Schrodinger.
Never said the word aloud in your head. In
What
your
the
head.
fuck was that?
My phone just turned on for some reason. I just knocked it back off.
What noise did that make?
Jesus Christ, no.
It was Pornhub, I think.
Classy. Did
That's
anyone
weird,
porn in school? Did anyone bring any porn into school? That was a fucking game changer.
I got caught in IT putting it on a fucking computer.
Oh, they developed locks and everything, and
Yeah.
probably because you were in school before me, they were like, we're not getting fooled by this again.
We didn't get locks. We had fucking people monitoring your PC while you're on it.
Yeah.
And then they come over and they're like, Scott, E-bombs world and stuff like that just isn't going to fly.
It's like, Scott, ebony MILF squirters, nice.
Peg, get this guy a gold star. What a shagger.
I used to live for gold stars, man. That was my fucking, that's how I knew I was doing all right in school.
I learned
With my fucking gold star with a bit of sellotape on my fucking breast. Like, yeah.
that took me back. That feeling took me back.
Yeah, that weirdly hit in the heart there.
Yeah, it was like...
You peel it off your jumper, stick it in the fridge, and it'd just be full of lint and shit.
Yeah.
Really, though? They were just conditioning us to be good factory workers.
Yeah. That's all we were doing.
Dude, what the fuck are military medals if not literal gold stars on your fucking chest?
That's all they are.
We're through the looking
Apart from
glass,
the
people.
purple art, which it signifies that you've saved some fucker's life or saved your whole battalion's life.
Or you read a level 3 book. Fucking sick.
Fucking Kip and fucking Flip or whatever.
Oh my god, Kip
And Snipper.
No.
Fuck knows, man.
Biff, Chip, Kipper, Floppy, Mum, Dad.
Especially that.
I'm still fucking reading them. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I was going to say, shall we congratulate Scott because he's finally finished the red books and moved on to the greens. Someone put a star in the chat.
Someone put a star on his chest.
My kids, man. Literally, they're reading the same box now as what I was reading when I was younger. It fucking worries me.
Oh, Biff and
They're
Kip.
going to turn out like me.
He's like this communist propaganda. Get this shit out here.
He's there reading it to him and it's like, don't worry, it's still difficult. This is...
I'm there reading it to them and I'm like, what's that word say?
Yeah. So, my mother...
I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but he's got a cat, right? Schlong something.
What's it name? Schlongbringer?
Schlongbringer.
Schlongbringer. The
Sounds like a
Schlongbringer.
fucking name for dinner. Dylan, that does. On a night out.
Schlongbringer.
That's
Thinks I have now Schlongbringer.
it's either my wrestling name or my porn star name, and that's just leading me for fucking disappointment. Welcome to the Schlongbringer.
But it's just a name. I've already given it everything. If I'm asking for more, you can feel my hips.
I've bottomed out.
It's the
I've clearly
cheeks.
bottomed out. You got any good school stories, Ed Skit?
Yeah, man. The time I lost a fight.
Was it against a football?
No, I was against a guy the year above me, and I only just lost it as well.
Tell us your harrowing journey.
Fuck, man, it's bringing up PTSD. I'm just having like Nam flashbacks. I don't even know why I fought, but like I was trying to impress like the top kids, and they were saying like, you know, this guy tackled me, so I started punching him.
Oh my God. I told the same story, except I was the guy that got punched.
Yeah,
Were we
anyway,
guys?
this guy, right, his hair was receding and that. But no,
I've been about 10 years up to school by that point.
I'd never been punched before, so I punched out at this guy, and like, I don't know why. I was fucking surprised he was breathing, but not only breathing, he fought back and he fucking clobbered me. I fucking had than I did. Not only that though. So, you know, giving it back and forth. Anyway, you know, I got kicked in the back by someone. So I was on my belly.
There was
like a
crowd
fucking
interference. It wasn't a
crowd
one-on-one.
interference. I was on my belly. Like I was pretending to swim on dry land, and he just beat me up on the floor.
Yeah, so there was that.
Was the fucking worst for crowd interference.
Yeah.
There was no girls there to say, "Come on now, fair fight." Fucking boys' comp was got get a boot there quick. He's down.
I want blood sports. I haven't seen a woman in fucking months. There are feelings that I can't explain.
Why did they separate the schools?
Take his fucking shirt off. Take his shirt off.
Should I rub his chest?
You know, like the schools got like catchphrases. Like St. John's is like, I don't know what St. John's is. Boys' comp was boys' comp, and then underneath it was no homo. Seriously, like, you didn't say amen in fucking after the prayer. It was no homo. I was like, oh Lord, blah blah blah. No homo.
Forgive us.
But, yeah, I got my ass kicked, man, and that was a big wake up call.
Ah,
See, like people fight back.
yeah, man. It was only when I was an adult when I started getting battered. But in school, I was a big boy. I remember fucking this one young kid. He was younger, smaller than me. I caught him, slapped him about, and then fucking rocked the shit out of me. His big brother. Oh, well, it was fucking terrifying. It was. I remember I was in a hallway, and two kids considerably older than me fucking came, and they were like, "You need to come with us." And it's like, okay. And they walked me to the back of the school where all the older boys hang out, in like the yard that the young kids weren't allowed to go to. And it's like, right, now you have to fight. You have to fight this boy. And it's like, what the fuck? This is terrifying. You know, I'd had a couple of scraps before, but never with a bigger boy, never with someone fucking taller than me. And they were all gathered around me. There was three of them just in front of me. And it's like, oh my God, I have to fight fucking three of them. What, you know, I'm just going to get battered. I'd resigned myself to the fact that I was going to get battered. And then for some reason, every school had that psycho family, that fucking terrifying siblings. There was always about 7 or 8 of them. Ours were the Gunters. Yeah. They've all gone on to do amazing careers in crime, and they've done really well for themselves. Big up the Gunters.
Yeah, well done, boys.
Yeah, they've really done well for themselves. But honestly, they were like the fucking comprehensive Valley School equivalent of the Craze.
Oh, by the way, Liam Gunter, I want my fucking bike back, bro. Damien,
you're not the
I
only
want the
one.
car back by tomorrow.
Do you know what's terrifying? One of them was actually called Liam.
Hi, Jill.
I'm sorry, Liam.
Yo,
You're not the only person who ever had one in the Gunters, but
Oh my God.
that have got an ongoing fucking thing.
dude, the fucking Gunters were prolific, and I'd love to hear from them because they strolled in and literally the crowd parted, and they were like, "What's going on here?" It's like, "Oh, we're gonna beat the fuck out of this kid," and they're like, "He's about 3 years younger than you. If you're gonna fight him, it's just you and him." And this boy was now terrified. This older brother was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know this boy was a Gunter." And I was like, fuck, why are the Gunters looking after me? But clearly, they had fucking honor that you can only fucking fight one-on-one. So, in the stunned moment where everyone was looking around trying to figure out what was going on. I sucker punched this boy as hard as I could. And it fucking took him to the floor, and I was shocked that it worked. And it was like, oh my God. So I instinctually mounted him and just fucking mullered him. Fucking hammer fists, fucking straight up. I abandoned my fucking moral code of only using open hand slaps. This was an older boy. Fuck it. I started mullering him, and the gunters were just there fucking laughing. They clearly saw my Mong strength potential.
Amped it up like.
I had a lot less.
Can carry so much copper and lead.
And
that's outside school.
And that's when I was sworn in.
Fucking right, man.
But big respect to him, man. Could you imagine having that sense of honor as a school kid? Fucking amazing.
It never carried on to their fucking older lives, or?
Hey, I want to hear a fucking bad word said against the Gunters. Want to have a bad word. What's your bad?
I don't mind Dean. Dean's all right, but fucking me and Tim, we just do not see eye to eye.
Was that nowadays? Is it?
Still to this day, we just cannot walk past in the street. Can't walk past each other in the street. Like,
fuck.
Is it because he's dead?
Probably.
Try as I might, never shows up.
Well, I'm going to have their backs because they had my backs. You must have been a prick.
I was a prick. I told you this. I told you in my early years in school, I was a fucking arsehole. There's no wonder I got bullied.
I am very, very spurgy about rules.
Okay.
Fucking queuing for dinner, that's a big rule, man, isn't it? You don't push in.
You were a big boy that likes your dinner, just like me.
Yeah. I got another mini story after this one that involves me getting banned from upper school cafeteria.
Go straight into it. Go on.
Okay, that story, right. Divergent. So I went in, and at the end of break, they try selling you their food off. And so the dinner lady's asking me, do I want this, and that? I said, no, I don't like your shit food. No, I didn't say that. I said, she offered me toast. I said, nah, does it look like I could chew rubber or something like that? Ban me! How the fuck was I meant to eat?
Oh my God, banned from the dinner hall is my worst fucking nightmare. One of the food bastions.
I was on dinner tickets. My parents could afford to feed me.
Your tickets ain't worth shit now.
No, I know. Fucking dick. Anyway, so, you know, right, I really hate it when people break rules, unless they're rules I don't like. But I really like line rules. It's fucking common courtesy. So this guy pushed in front of me, and I told him to go back. Go back to the fucking queue. Don't push it.
Yeah, either push in behind me, and then that's someone behind me's problem, or go to the back of the fucking
No,
queue.
it's not good enough, bro. Go to the back.
You're a narc. You'd get stabbed in prison.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to prison. I'd rather die. I'll take people out with me. So he's like, nah, he turned around and he said something to the effect of, what are you going to do?
Oh, that's a trigger
Fight
for
or
me.
flight, man. Fight or flight. I chose fight. I fucking like... I did it. I stuck the head in him and his eyes were open and I just pummeled him. Fucking beat the shit out of him. Beat the bejesus out of him.
To be fair, it's really easy to beat up fucking 12-year-olds when you're in year 12, you know?
Yeah.
5-year difference.
7. Fucking just didn't have the weight to like, it was like punching a bag of sand when he was it to me. No, this kid was my age. So, you know, nothing came of it. You know, usually you get sent home for the day. We got sent home for the day, but I told my mother I was suspended for 2 weeks. And
You legend!
You got 2 weeks off.
yeah, the school didn't even bother getting in touch with my mother. They didn't give a fuck.
No, they tried to get in touch with your mother. They just didn't. She didn't answer the fucking phone.
Yeah.
She tried to do data protection. It's like, oh, Richard Skit, born in 1990. It's like, that must be a different fucking Richard. Mine was born in 91.
What's his favorite color? Wrong, it's blue. I should know. I spat him out. But yeah, man, school is an experience. I dearly miss it. I really do.
We were talking earlier about fucking losers that peaked in school.
No, I've yet to peak. Maybe I did peak, but it's so low.
No, I think
I still believe I'm peaking.
You peaked in school, but your sense of self-importance has skyrocketed.
Yeah. Thanks for the compliment, man.
No worries, man.
But no, I really do miss school. I miss everyone, like even the ones who have died now.
That's terrifying, isn't it? There's so many
That's
people.
a fucking big thing for me. A lot of people that I went to school with are fucking dead now.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. You're not brought up around here, you're dragged up.
That's our pen wine life, man. It gets us all.
Did you ever have a fucking suicide in your school? We had a suicide.
Yeah, a few of them.
Oh man, this young boy, yeah, he was younger than me in school, and he was one of the alternatives. You know, one of the fucking weirdos like myself. And this poor bastard, I had no idea what he was going through, but he fucking laid his head down on the train track and just fucking checked out like, yeah.
One way to log off.
But yeah, definitely. He went AFK for a long time, but
Yeah. Shit, man.
Yeah. I don't think we ever had anything that brutal in fucking boys' camp.
I'm too spiteful to kill myself, to be honest.
oh yeah, I'd rather inflict myself on the rest of the world for as long as I can.
Every bad thing that happens to me, I laugh at the fucking demiurge, man. Like, come on, is that all you got? Cancer? AIDS? Paralyzed from the neck down? War crimes?
That's one.
Bring it on.
That's one way to deal with things.
But nah, man, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't kill myself, to be honest.
No, don't do it, because tomorrow might be better.
Might be, probably won't be.
You might join the old school ghoul support club and realize, wow,
Your content is needed.
what? They listen to 2 episodes and decide that this planet isn't worth being on.
Like, what am I listening to? I'm listening to these guys talk shit. Fucking sucks.
Fuck yeah. This is
Life sucks.
it's when they
I don't lay my head on a train track.
the thing is they fucking enjoy the podcast. They have a real nice time and think about all the
Go
shit
back to
stuff from
life.
school, and then they realize that this was the peak. It's like, oh my god, this was the highlight of my day. I'm gonna fucking off myself.
Yeah, man.
Don't kill yourself. Join us and bring us content. We need the content.
Or kill yourself and we'll talk about it. You bring us content either way.
Yeah, if you-
Disclaimer, please do not put us in any suicide note for the love
No.
of God.
No, don't.
But you can put me in, but only nice things.
Legally, my name is Rod Cocker and Skitty's date of birth is 1991.
Just say I had a big knob or something, please. Just say like, yeah, of course, he's a grower, but when it grows, fuck me.
I gotta make a move now, actually, because I gotta go down to girlfriends.
Ah, you fucking simp ass.
Fucking kissing
Alright.
girls, you
Gay.
gay.
So I'll put a break
You like giving
here.
a peck of no more. No more.
Doing PE in your pants because you forgot your fucking gym kit.
This clearly has left an impression on you because you mentioned it last episode. Were you hurt?
I think it was just him, man. I've never heard of pants PE.
He would forget
It
his
wasn't
fucking...
just me. It was my era. There
You
was
would
many
forget-
kids in my fucking era that had to do gym in their pants in front of a fucking pedo PE teacher.
It was awful. It was after school in his office. Making me do jumping jacks. Disgusting.
He would forget his shorts every week and be like, oh, the fucking...
Fuck you, man. Get me raped.
It's not voyeur. It's what is it when you're into fucking just exposing yourself in public?
I don't know, man. What's the porno name?
I don't know. Is it like expressionist or?
That's like dancing, isn't it? So yeah, comes this expressionist. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, like a fucking farming hard.
Exhibitionist.
Oh, exhibitionist. That's the one.
Exhibitionist. That's the one. Who came up with that?
Me.
There we go. You get a fucking gold star, but I'll stick a gold star right on your jumper now.
Fucking done.
So
Complete.
the fucking psychopathy in school, but what used to happen a lot in my school was everyone would line the hallways. Yeah. So backs against the wall, hallways. Fucking, you know, when someone fucking walked through it, they used to push them from person to person to person to person, pinball them between each other, smash the fuck out of them, and then let them go. And that just happened on a daily basis. You would literally choose your fucking path to lessons depending on where these instances would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember actually.
That happened in your school as well.
Yeah,
Fucking right it did.
yeah, it happened, man.
Was there ever a name for it?
No.
I don't think there was ever a name for it, but it was always the same group of fucking boys.
I think it was just called bullying.
It's just called bullying. I was trying to think, like, I froze, man. I choked. I was trying to come up with a funny name for it, and like all I had was non-secret pinball. Didn't work though. I didn't want to shoot my shot, man.
Well, if you come up with one later, I'll edit it back like really aggressively.
Yeah, make it obvious. We put yourselves in bins. Not me
yeah.
specifically. We as in like the collective of the school. Put them in the bins and then kick the bins over.
I
Makes
got a
sense.
story about this.
Go on.
I was in year 9 and there was this kid that came into year 7 and he used to like show off at how flexible he was. He used to stick his legs behind his head and everything.
Oh, really, really positive PE experience for him. That.
Was he in his PE?
He used to do that and he'd be like, look at this. Put both his legs behind his head.
Big
And
turd comes out.
No, two
Scat
boys.
show. You wake
Two
up, you're
boys.
actually on an acid trip in
Two
Amsterdam.
boys from Penwine pick him up and put him in a fucking bin and put a lid on the bin. You imagine how he got his fucking legs behind his head in his fucking bin with a lid on it. He can't move. He's fucked.
That was the birth of all his fetishes for the future. Now he pays people to fucking wrap him up and put him in bins. I guarantee you.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I all I know is that fucking squeal from him from inside the bin sounded like a death rattle.
Like a brazen bull.
And he was,
Let me out.
and now you can't fucking come unless you make a girl make that noise.
Get
So
the pig squeal out.
back to the fucking pinballing kids down the hallway. Every time I saw people older than me lining the hallways, I was like, right, I'm going to take a different path to my lesson. I'm going to go a different way. But I went into a hallway and I was like, right, I need to get to fucking this lesson because they're a psychopath. I'll get in trouble if I don't. I'm going to brave it. They were used to pushing year 7ers that were about 8 stone, and then this 15 stone fucker. Half of them didn't bother, and then one of them pushed me. And it's how I learned mosh pit etiquette. This is how I learned how to slam dance. One of them pushed me, and I was like, whoa, fucking mass times velocity. That's force, that is. That's Newton's fucking third law of get fucked. So I started throwing myself into them, fucking smashing into them, obliterating them. They weren't even pushing me anymore, and I was fucking mullering them. I was moving at fucking speeds, like.
That's fucking awesome.
Fucking
Crushing them
destroyed
against the
them.
wall.
Do you know what? Fuck, because of the vid, we haven't had a fucking good mosh pit in over a year.
I miss a pit.
We're
I
all
miss
gonna
a
have
pit.
Honestly, when I get pissed up with my housemates, I just put on fucking music in the sound system and just slam dance in the living room, you know, throwing shapes I can't even draw.
Fighting those ninjas, bro.
Fuck yeah, invisible ninjas, man.
But yeah, back to the pinballing, man. You could like, it's a cheat code. You just grab someone.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I
You
just
just
used
grab him. You fucking cling on
Grab
to
him
him.
and take him with him.
Yeah.
as soon
Mutually
as
assured destruction.
they saw me obliterate about 6 people, they were like, "Do you want to join the line?" And I was like, and that is the wheel of samsara, the circle of pain. I was like, fuck yeah. So I joined the line, and then I started pushing people smaller than me, and then I understood. I was like, bullying makes people fucking like me, and it feels good to hurt people smaller than me.
They're just telling you when the kid comes, you push him from person to person, and Dylan in his mind is thinking, no, I'm pushing person to wall. He's going through that fucking wall.
But then after that, I did a heel turn. The bullied became the bully for a very short period of time. And then I would see the suffering in their eyes, and I was like, I've been there. So I became a bit of a fucking, what's it called? What's Batman?
Vigilante.
Fucking vigilante. And I would defend the fucking young and frail. I used to call everyone my cousin. If a little fucking kid got bullied, I'd be like, that's my fucking cousin. So I would look after him. And that all came from Mitch Pontin. Fair play to him. Respect to Mitch Pontin, because I got ankle tapped on the way home. And a 15 stone fucking 13-year-old, if he gets ankle tapped, he is going down. Just to explain, ankle tapping is kicking someone's ankle when they walk in. I went down like a sack of shit, and he just went, that's my fucking cousin. He wasn't my cousin.
Might have been.
Well, no, his brother was my mother's godson. So there was like a tie between our family, but in his head, we were cousins.
Oh, everybody's cousins. Like in Wales, just fucking simplify it. That's my uncle.
Yeah.
Well, that means he's shagging your mother. That's my cousin.
Yeah. So I
Means he's shagging you.
I like to think I redeemed myself for a while.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
We're from Penwine, so they were cousins at some point. Like,
Yeah, man. It's right to the beginning. Been fucking interbreeding since we fucking fell out of the ocean and started slapping around on dry land. I love so you dirty bitch. I'm your sister.
Oh, what about it?
Right,
You
you are.
dirty fish, bitch.
To be fair, the Valleys is the Alabama of the UK.
Yeah, I love it. Nothing feels like Wales.
I thought you were going to say
Except
like
South Wales, and it's South Wales feels like Wales on heroin and ketamine.
I thought you were going to say that nothing feels like your sister. It's like
Yeah, one of the boys in work, I might have told this story actually. One of the boys at work, he was like, as this zoomed in photo, and he's like, there, look at the tits on her.
Yeah.
And all the boys are like, oh, and then when the other boys is like, oh, look at them, fucking good, isn't they? Who's that? He zoomed out. He's like, your sister, you dirty bastard.
oh yeah, I think you said this before. That's fucked. That is.
That's class. That's one of my all-time favorite stories now.
That's when to bring up a reunion.
Right. Any other school stories, boys?
Yeah, I asked my really my teacher. I asked the teacher if she's on her period.
Go on.
No, that's the story.
No, that's it. Like,
No,
name dropping.
She took me to Terminator, and I shit myself. Not literally, because I'd had to wait in the nurse's office for like 5 hours. I metaphorically shit myself, and I ran home. I not ran home. I was fat. I walked home. I told my mother I was suspended for 2 days.
Another 2 days off.
Yeah, fucking right, man. I had 2 days off. I was barely in school. I didn't even know when I started this podcast. I have like 5 stories, and they're from 5 consecutive days, and I was not in school.
I was just telling Dill now. Me and Dill were talking about fucking horrible teachers. And
All of them. All teachers are horrible.
Well, for me, the worst for me was either Fiona Hughes from French or Anne Savan. Fucking
Anne Savan, she made me cry in year 7.
She's a fucking evil entity.
I had tears down my face, man. Fucking one of the only times in my life I have ever cried. Like, I am emotionally retarded. I could count how many times I cried on 2 hands. Not even at funerals, but Anne Savan. My God, she made me cry. I can't remember what I did. I don't know if I'm mixing these 2 stories up, or they're 2 separate events. But for the
no one's going to fact check, Gilbert.
Yeah, the school's destroyed. It's fucked. You're not going to get it. Fact check this fucking Forbes or whoever does that. Okay, I'll tell them as one story. In assembly, we're listening. I heard, put your hand up. I put my hand up, and she said, "What? You'll do that in your house, would you?" Don't even know what she asked to this day. Anyway, in her classroom, I had to spend dinner there, and I maintained. She told me I'm not allowed to go to dinner. I'm not allowed to have food, she said.
A basic human right.
Yeah.
Not allowed human rights. Fuck you fucking dirty pen whiner. So I went home and told my mother, and my mother went ballistic. She was like, I'm not having my son born in 1991 be treated like this. Play fuck with the school, man. Hello, Billy Bill Bollocks. Like, oh, my mum told off fucking the teachers. Went in, immediately pulled me into the office, Anne Savan and another teacher, and she was like, I don't know, man, you know, like that scene of, is it few good men, no good men? You know that shit? You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Fucking like that. It's like tiny. Fucking 6 foot even then, like. And she's shouting at me, and she's like, see, you misremembered it, didn't you?
Oh,
like,
gaslighting,
no,
man.
I fucking didn't misremember it. And she was like, yeah, you did.
I swear to God, 20 years from now, I'll record this on a podcast.
I'll have you back. But no, she fucking pressured me until I admitted I was wrong. And like, I only admitted I was wrong because I burst into tears, and I just had to tell her. I just wanted to get out of that room, man. I was like, felt so vulnerable.
Overwhelmed, like, overwhelmed as a child.
Yeah.
That is one of the, like, I got respect for teachers. My ex-missus was a teacher, and she is now working in the school that I grew up in. And she's like, they're all bastards, man. You know?
It's the dichotomy, isn't it, man? It's the duality of, you know, of existence.
Right now, at this point where this podcast is recorded, there is a ranking of 220 secondary schools in a certain bracket. I don't know if it's local or if it's the entire UK. My school, I can't say no names. Where do you think it is ranked out of 220? I went.
But like descending or ascending?
One is the top, 220 is the bottom. I went
117.
I went for 110 straight in the middle.
217.
You say 217? What do you reckon, Scott?
180.
180. All right. I was surprised when she said this, And Skitty needs to win some sort of award because out of 220, they were ranked 217th.
Fucking
I
gold
swear
star.
to God, I did not know that.
That's fucking wild, that is.
I was like, there's got to be at least 3 schools worse than that, right?
That's fucking wild.
Is
So-
it really that bad then?
Well, in that school, there were certain events that kind of set the tone. Standard, you weren't allowed to go into the toilets. Never go into the toilets. It will give anyone on the planet a fear of shitting or pissing in public. Because if you were shitting in public in the school, if you were caught shitting, they would kick that door down and rag the fuck out of you just for shitting. And then, as in my last couple of years in school, when mobile phones started coming out, if you were shitting, they would just put the fucking camera from their phone, the first Nokia, or I had a fucking O2 Ice. If anyone remembers the O2 Ice, fucking respect, because my mother got that for me because she didn't fucking love me. Everyone else had a Motorola Razr, and I had a fucking O2 Ice. But it could...
You dropped the ball.
But it could play MP3s, so it was pretty cool. And I asked for the same phone afterwards when it finally died, and she got me the limited version of the fucking O2 Ice. Fucking sick.
As you got to have limited intelligence to buy it.
Fuck yeah. Special color. I want a phone that's 3 years out of date, but it is now in a cool color. But yeah, if you got caught shitting, you were a social pariah. But in that school, it backed onto a mountain, as all valley schools do, and a sheep wandered down from the mountain to the school. And nowadays, I think you would take a photo of the sheep or try and be in a TikTok video with a sheep. Look how crazy life is. They kicked that sheep to death.
Fuck.
Fucking kids, fucking teenagers are psychopaths, man. Kids under 18, from 12 to fucking 16, they took that sheep and they kicked it to death until there was a fucking sheep corpse on the fucking property. And when you were in that school, it was like, well, that's just fucking comp, innit? That's what happens. And it didn't just happen once. It happened. We had to have multiple assemblies about not kicking sheep to death.
That's fucking rough.
Fucking
My boy's
wild.
supposed to go there in September.
Is he?
You better get him a pair of Velcro gloves because he's going to be the one holding the sheep while everyone else kicks it to death. I'm sorry, Pete. It's a joke, okay? Fuck.
You know, there's for anyone that's not from Wales listening to this podcast, amazing. That's fucking beautiful. But we've got the whole idea of like the English call us sheep shaggers, but no, we just kick them to death, mate. Fucking comprehensive schools in the valleys breed psychopaths. Fuck your sheep, bro.
Can imagine the farmer thinking, fuck, where's that sheep gone? Coming up to the school to see if it's down there and looking at it and going, fucking savages.
There was an owl fell out of a tree at one point, and an owl fell out of a tree and then it was just kicked around like a football.
Oh, that's fucking harsh, man.
Fuck yeah, man, psychopaths.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I remember saying to my brother, I was like, oh yeah, I didn't really develop empathy or understanding for other people until I was in my early 20s.
That's why.
And I thought that was a common thing. I was like, I didn't understand empathy or other people's feelings or how to be a decent human until I was 20. And I expected my brother to go, yeah, man, we've all been through it. And he was like, there is something fucking wrong with you, bud. He was like, you were a fucking wrong head, bud.
It was that comprehensive school that he was at that we're not going to name for legal reasons.
Yeah, it's so much of a prison mentality that naturally the entire school would segregate itself. The goths hung out in one certain area, the chavs hung out in one area, the older people hung out in one area. We were all naturally segregated, like a prison, different gangs in different areas, naturally segregated, all coexisting happily. Yeah. And then as soon as I left, a new head teacher came in and he was like, you're not allowed to hang out in the hallways. You're not allowed to hang out in the back of the school. Everyone needs to go to general population. We need to mix everyone together. And I was out of the school at the time, but my younger brother was like, Dill, it's chaos. It's hell. He was terrified. Could you imagine mixing all these different fucking gangs together in general population? It was fucking chaos.
Like Crips and Bloods of the fucking valleys, like.
Yeah, and they locked the gates, stopped people going out
Judges
for
and
lunch.
butts. A judge. Nice, but well, I heard it's mucker.
I didn't learn until a couple of years ago that mucker stands for motherfucker.
Is it?
Fuck yeah, thank
I
you.
call everyone mucker.
Yeah, mucker is an abbreviation for motherfucker. So you say my mucker, it means my motherfucker.
Oh, yes, I didn't know I could love that word
My inner
anymore.
Denzel coming out like.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's amazing.
Oh, we
Mucker.
live- every day is a fucking school day.
You know what's even crazy? We shortened the shortened word, muck.
Yeah,
Right,
mucker. Yeah, muck, motherfuck, like.
What the muck's going on?
That's it now.
That's it.
Everyone's Macca. Everyone is Macca.
How amazing is
My
that?
grandfather late out, Macca.
I've been experimenting lately with different words. I've tried chief. It doesn't work much.
Where did chief come from? Because
I don't know.
started calling. It's me. I've started calling everyone chief. Have a
Chief,
look.
I must have got it from you.
Have a look in our fucking chat. I'm trying to make chief work.
I've been chief
I
all
don't know.
day.
I just can't get the
Oh, but I don't even call
vibe
people
right,
chief.
man. Like, I
Have a
don't know
look
whether
in the
it's just me.
chat. I know there are 3 messages in the row where I call people chief 3
You
times in a
called
row.
me chief 3 times in a row.
Was it? I kept calling
Yeah.
you chief. Was it? I'm
Yeah,
trying to make it
chief.
take off. But
It will
How do you
take
say
off.
it? Like, how do you get that vibe out there?
so it's not just fucking like calling someone chief. It's I also use it as a verb now. It's like, oh, that is chief as fuck. That is.
Ah,
No way.
Ah.
It's going to stick. It'll be here.
chief.
By the time this podcast comes out, everyone will be chief.
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh, that's chief as fuck. That is big chief like.
I call stuff pucker if I like it. I think that's an English thing, though. And it's like, pucker. That is.
That's probably an
Proper
abbreviation.
fucker.
Yeah, proper fucker. Fuck off. I'm gonna look up what fucking pucker is short for.
Fucking hell,
I
man.
know we got pucker pies, haven't we?
Proper fucker pies.
Proper fucker pucker. What's chief short for then? Fucking
Fucking hell.
Chiefly.
chief.
Shit, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't think I got the voice for chief.
But you're a fucking chief, but oh, yeah, that's chief as fuck.
Yeah.
You haven't even got to be chief. Chief.
Hey, fucking
Yeah,
chief.
shit. Fuck.
So I'm trying to make it work. Fucking 10 years from now, when this podcast is doing well, or we've given up on it fucking 9 years ago, send me a message saying Sapling Chief. Oh, I'll make Sapling Chief t-shirts.
It's happening, chief. That's it. Every podcast now will be highlighted by.
I love George. Like, I can't.
What's George? I've never heard that one.
I say it over Merthyr all the time.
Judge.
Right, Judge.
George.
Judge.
I was just
Judge, but it's
The way
spelled
they say it, Judge.
J-A-R-J, Judge.
fucking, that's sick, that is. That's chief as fuck, that is.
Chief will work better, but Judge is
Chief
the one
is
that's going to
good.
stick.
I was judging by how
Judge.
silent it was when I said chief as fuck, is that it may not fucking land.
Nah, it's landed.
Fuck, man. It worked because it's ended my subconscious.
Yeah,
I thought I was being original.
through the fucking chats, but I've been saying chief for days, man.
It fucking spunked my mind.
Fuck yeah, chief.
Mrs. be shouting at you and everything. He's like, I am chief. You fucking stick to me. That was I am chief.
That is not chief attitude. What one? What was it? What I didn't like being called. You know, there's these terms of endearment in the valleys, like sapling bed, fucking mucker, all that shit. If anyone ever called me pal, I fucking hated it. They could be saying pal in the most fucking complimentary way in the world. Oh, sapling pal. And it's like, why the fuck you palling me off? Don't you dare call me pal.
With my group, like my age, the biggest one was boy.
Boy, B-O-I.
Oh, we've reclaimed boy. Everyone's boy.
Skitty's crew reclaimed boy.
But it wasn't B-O-I. It was fucking B-O-Y. It was like,
Yeah, that's
talking down to you. Maybe like Nicky from the podcast has got a massive, massive chip on his shoulder with anyone who calls him fucking boy.
amazing to know.
Yeah, thanks, bud. You've given us
He fucking hates it.
I know he won't listen to this episode back because he's having a romantic weekend away with his missus.
boying it up like a boy.
Top boy.
Boying out, like trying to get chief
Top boy,
potential.
boying out, putting a boy in a boy.
So the
Having his boy
reason
in.
he isn't in class this week because he's taken his missus away for a romantic weekend in a cabin in the woods.
How fucked would it be if they died? How
This
fucked
is-
would it be?
This
Your
is now
brother's podcast would be discussing like the disappearance of Nicky and Mrs.
just to mention that my brother's got a podcast about
Plug.
yeah.
Plugging it.
I have
Like-
to, seen as this mentioned, something peculiar. Him and his missus talking about Bigfoot.
Peculiar stuff.
Yeah. Have you listened to it, Skip? That's awesome.
No, man. I haven't. I said I
No,
would
man.
like 2 years ago. He told me about it, and I'm fucking keen to listen to it, and then I got home and just didn't.
Don't worry
But
about it.
no, man, no, he's talking about like I want to listen to the episode actually with you know you get your genetic testing by man, I can't remember the names of these ancestry, is it?
Ancestry, yeah.
DNA?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't want to steal his spiel, but they got a conspiracy theory where they think they're just taking your genetics and they're figuring out how to make you immortal.
So, if you're
or
interested in that,
unwell, better.
listen to Something Peculiar podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to it, and I'll come back next podcast, and I'll tell you I've listened to it.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Push.
a podcast in the future, we all listen to the episodes, and then we'll have him on as a guest, and we'll tear him apart.
Yeah, because we know better.
We know better. He wants to do an episode on Bigfoot, but little did he know it was me just wandering around fucking Cunnan Woods in my pants, like
After PE.
after pee.
With a really slow arsehole. That's why the distance between the footsteps is quite large.
So, have we got any more conversations about school? Because this is why we're in the support group. What other traumas have we experienced in school?
I can't think of any at the moment.
Good podcast content.
I know I got to shoot as well. I've just had a message. She's on her way to bed.
All right, but well, you're right to talk to me for a bit, Skip.
Yeah, fucking right, man. I got about another 20 minutes, maybe a bit less, but should have about 20 minutes, man.
See what happens. All right, Scott. Leave the support group. Thank you for your contribution.
Hey, it's been a fucking pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Goodbye.
Catch you later.
Oh,
So you got any stories, Skip?
I don't, man. Like I popped out of my head now. I've told you about the fights. I
Yeah.
told you about you brought up the nonce ping pong.
I had an interesting one. Sexually aggressive older girls.
I went to a boys' school.
I guess this is my story then.
This is yours, all yours, man. Keep.
But as if I'm not sick of the sound of my own voice. But there were a group of older girls in my school that clearly took a liking to me. It was fucking strange. I would like looking back on it now, I was sexually assaulted multiple times.
Not a laugh, but
Like, oh,
it is funny.
don't get me wrong, it developed all my fucking fetishes and everything in later life. It's like I think back about that when I'm
You can't climax unless you cry.
unless I'm wearing a school uniform and getting hurt.
Get me some more, please. I'm nearly there.
But no, man, they used to like grab the fuck out of me and like fucking. If you thought the older boys were a problem, the older girls, they would slam their hands down your trousers and that.
What?
Yeah,
That's fucked. That's fucked. No way, man. You bullshit. Come on, tell me your bullshit.
I promise you, man. They fucking. All right, let's have a think of one. Yeah, one just full on slammed their hands down my trousers when I was hanging out in the little fucking alternative girl area. You know, we were all segregated, and she just slammed her hands down and had a fucking feel about. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck? That's activated something. My testosterone levels have just peaked.
Yeah, you can tell. You start losing air.
That.
And your muscles are coming in. Walking around with a permanent savvy. Bunch of dribbles.
Oh my god, man! Over sexualization in schools, just like a bunch of kids that are now getting fucking sexual hormones for the first time in their life. She slammed her
Crazy,
hands
man.
like down my trousers. I was a fat guy, and my fucking school trousers were always so tight. So either she had to fight to get in there, or I was lying on my back like a submissive dog. Like,
You reckon she like grabbed your pubis? She's like, you like your balls being played with, little boy. You're like, yes.
but then she was like, do it to me as well. And I was like, okay. And I put my hands down there. I had no idea what I was feeling. And it was just wet and scary and warm. And I was like,
Red and scary and warm. 3 words describe a vagina anyway.
terrifying. But then I was like, I'm going to spend the rest of my life chasing this.
Yeah, it's just like, this is terrifying. I love it.
But then there was another group. I remember a time in a park where I was pinned down by 3 girls. They were sitting on my back and putting fucking like lip gloss on me and taking photos on their phone. And I was just happy to have attention from girls.
But not that attention, surely. Not be sexually
Dude.
You're like, well, surely beats not being kissed.
Yeah, definitely. And they were like, oh, looking back at it now, I'm just, it's that point now where we're on episode 2 and we're deep into it, where I'm now actually revealing childhood traumas that I couldn't remember. And it's like, oh my God, yeah, they pinned me down and put makeup on me. And yes, fucking up. I remember they took my shoes off and threw them over a fence. No, they tied them to a fence that was above my reach where I couldn't reach it. And I was like, oh, that sucks. That's kind of killed the fantasy for me. And then one of them came back and they were like, oh, I'll get your shoes down. And I was like, oh, fucking kiss me in.
Oh, man, I've got no experiences like that. Like I said, I went through like my emo phase. I had a lot of interest online, and I was much the same until I met my wife. Like a girl, or any person I was going to have a friendship with, relationship with, if they said or they'd done something I didn't like, I'd immediately ghost them and cut them off.
Yeah.
So like, no, genuine. I've ghosted, like, it's not nice. I've ghosted loads of girls for like they making poo jokes. I'm like, nah, I don't like that. Just immediately stop talking.
We need to talk about that because we were working together once, and I remember you said a girl told you that she went to have a shit. She had a shit, the most human experience, and you never spoke to her after that.
No, I blocked her. I just left her on red. Fuck that.
Because she pooed. Women poo, but
I accept that and I embrace it. Just, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't fucking know. It's just a response I have. Maybe I'm just afraid and I look for any excuse to cut contact.
It literally comes back to you holding in your poos in school.
Yeah, man. Fucking that may be it. Yeah. But I've overcome that fear now. Like being in a band and stuff, I've shot some of the most dirtiest pubs ever.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing. When I was playing in a band, right before the set happened, my anxiety would peak and I had to have a pre-show poo every time, even if nothing came out.
Yeah. One fucking bar we played, I told the landlady, whoever she was, that I needed a shit and I'm going for a shit. And she mumbled something like, something about the woman's bathroom. So I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll have a shit in there. I had a shit in there. But I went out. She goes, no. No.
She said, don't shit in there.
Don't shit in the woman's bathroom because there's no plumbing. I said the toilet roll is in the woman's bathroom. So I had to flush my shit with a bucket of water.
Oh, we've all done that, living in the valleys.
Yeah. Oh, I'm working on building sites now, man. If I can turn the water off in a customer's house, you fucking got a bucket of water.
Fucking catch it in your own hand and throw it out the window.
Squeeze it, man. Like a stress toy. Fuck, I did have one more, and now I've forgotten it. I was so focused on the shit.
So obsessed with poo.
Yeah. Fuck. No, man. Performance anxiety,
Fuck yeah, just like pooing in public.
Yeah.
Old school ghoul support club, pooing in public.
Oh, well, it's completely gone from my mind.
Don't worry, it happens, but...
Yeah, it happens, bro. I couldn't give a fuck. Maybe it's just early onset dementia because I'm forgetting words.
Don't worry,
Schlongbringer's cat.
Schlongbringer's cat.
Fizzbuzz.
That'll be a t-shirt. Oh my God, Schlongbringer's cat and Fizzbuzz.
Yeah, man. Nah, school was a really good experience, all things considered. I mean, there was no girls. I was very much interested in girls. Did not know how the fuck to talk to them. Still don't.
It gives you the sense of mystique, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, because the girls were separated as well. See, the girls had a girls' comp.
Oh, see, like the separate in girls' comp and boys' comp, they're all fucking gagging for it. Well,
yeah.
I shouldn't be talking about children like this, but...
No. When you're that age, when you're like 14, 15, 16, your hormones are going through your body, man. You just...
Fuck yeah, and you're attracted to other people the same age.
Yes.
You just need to change that as you grow up.
Yes. Unfortunately, some people don't.
And they become teachers.
How the fuck can you be like, oh yeah, I really like this 15-year-old. I'm going to like this forever.
Fuck, man.
That's fact, isn't it?
Talking about dodgy teachers, did you ever have that teacher that like desperately tried to be your friend?
Yeah. And he was, God bless his heart, completely innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lovely man. He really liked his rally. He had a really long adoption story, and we used to get him
What?
to tell us. Like, he got adopted or something, and he
Yeah,
couldn't
no,
find his
sorry.
parents.
Rally story? What was that?
Oh, no, he was into rallycross and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Yeah, oh, lovely man, and he got adopted or something like that. We used to get him to tell that story because it was
Oh my
time.
God. The teacher I was thinking of literally did the same thing. I don't think he wanted to be a teacher. I think he wanted friends. And because he couldn't have friends his own age, he started trying to make friends with younger people.
That's like step one on the nonce ladder.
Yeah, I know it sounds so dodgy, but he was an alternative as well. He used to have fucking long hair and that. And he was an RE teacher, like a religious studies teacher. So he was the kid that was bullied in school. And instead of resenting his bullies, he was like, I'm going to come back to this situation as a teacher, as someone in power, and I'm going to become the most liked person. You know, when we were doing RS and he was teaching us about the soul, he would show us like the episode of The Simpsons. And he was just trying to be friends with kids, which is weird, but he was really weird. He sold me a guitar for £300. I had no idea how I had £300 as a teenager. Well, because I was working from fucking 12 years old. He sold me this horrible Jackson guitar, which the neck was the worst thing I ever played, but it had really good pickups. But anyway, he desperately tried to be a friend. He was trying to be friends with kids because he didn't have friends his own age. And
Loser.
yeah, and he gave me a lift home from school once.
No.
Yeah, genuinely.
No. This isn't going where I think it's going.
He saw me as an alternative kid, and he was alternative. He spoke about, he was telling stories of heroism about how he met all these bands and stuff. And he gave me a lift home from school, and I got in his car, and I didn't live far away. And as soon as I was in a teacher's car, I was like, this is fucking weird. You know?
Yeah, like it broke like the blood-brain barrier of morality. You're like, fuck
yeah, you know
this vibe's off.
You know that something's not right.
Yeah, man, you got that power imbalance, haven't you, in those types of relationships?
Fuck
so
yeah.
You should have been mindful about that anyway, the fucking weirdo.
Definitely. But he gave me a lift home, and he pulled out a pack of cigarettes, and he was like, oh, do you want one?
What?
Serious? Honestly, just trying to endear himself to a child. And I was like, no, man, I don't smoke. I'm 14 years old.
Shit, man. He could have fucked you.
No, he couldn't have.
Oh, he could have.
He could have tried.
No, I reckon he would have.
If he gave me a guitar,
Yeah,
he could have. If he gave
he's like,
me
I'll give you £300 back.
Oh, if he gave me my £300 back, I'd be like, ooh.
Just cut the balls.
Definitely. But now, he's still working in the school, but I was like, oh, is he a fucking nonce? Was I like nonce bait? Feels good for my self-esteem that I was attractive enough.
Yeah, man. I bet it felt great being jailbird.
But he still works in that school, and he lives with his mother.
See, that's step 2 of the nonce ladder.
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Shit. No, we did. We had alcoholics as teachers. The only shagging teachers did in our school was to each other's. I don't think there was any nonsense in our school. I'm too trusting.
You were clearly just not attractive enough. You were clearly an ugly kid.
Yeah, definitely. I was a late bloomer. Like, seriously, I was probably the last with puberty, and I came back to school after 6 weeks holidays. I had a beard.
Yeah, but you're a big gun though, aren't you? You're like 6 foot odd.
When those hormones go, they're like, fuck, shit, come on, boys.
I peaked young, and I thought 5'8". 5'8" is tall when you're fucking.
No, it's not, man.
When you're 16, but now as 27, 5'8", I am. What did you call me the other day? Untermensch, you bastard.
Yeah, shit. It's okay though, man. You got a big personality. You can bonus 4 inches on your height.
Yeah, I had to fucking develop my charisma stat instead of fucking.
Yeah.
That's why I'm desperately trying to start a podcast.
Yeah, I wouldn't say try it. I reckon we're doing it.
Well, we are physically doing it.
Yeah, brilliant. Can't wait. Can't fucking wait. Beats therapy.
It is therapy.
Yeah, cheaper though, isn't it? I'm not paying you like fucking 40 quid an hour.
Yeah, except I'm paying for all this.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, bro, I'm going to shoot off, okay?
Good night, my friend.
Good night, man.
Good night.